MooF was actually created by noticing that many global brands like Google and Yahoo have vowels placed next to each other, which is a common characteristic observed in successful brand names. And we first initially introduced the very pleasant sounding name MooF, but indeed in the end, MooF ultimately had no specific particular meaning. It was a sound. Since these questions arose often, we gave MooF a meaning. Once it becomes our brand, you will be noticed. As a digital advertising agency, MooF has a process where we handle digital ad buying and optimization across various internet-based applications and services, such as different platforms. So, by purchasing media and conducting digital advertising on platforms like Google, Meta, which is Facebook, Instagram, and other social media channels such as TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Snapchat, we help brands achieve their goals. At the same time, we help brands achieve their digital goals with advanced and comprehensive advertising technologies and programmatic ad solutions. When working with brands, MooF includes communication as a particularly important fundamental point. Because customer communication, the direct demands of the customer, the brand's goals in this area, and the necessary campaigns, promotions, and reporting process during the progress should always be in communication. Therefore, brand communication is one of the most important topics for us. We specifically conduct reporting with our brands every 15 days. However, we are also in constant communication, using the necessary, essential, and vital tools on the required platforms. Our brand representative and the communication side of our brand are always in touch. Performance marketing is actually a process related to how a brand uses all strategies to reach its goals on digital channels and optimizes these goals. We are in the digital advertising branch of performance marketing. So, the brand's goal in the digital range is more sales if it's an e-commerce business, more data if it's a data-driven brand, and reducing the costs in the process of acquiring this data. So how are we going to reduce this? By using the right target audience and the right creative trio, and by feeding the correct data into what we call machine learning, we are trying to optimize this data. Therefore, we can call the process resulting from our optimization efforts, leading to reduced costs and increased efficiency, performance marketing. If a brand is entering the market for the first time, it needs to start with awareness efforts. It is important to announce the brand and its products or services to the relevant target audience to establish its own recognition. But on the other hand, it is absolutely indeed necessary to try to increase sales by directly showing the potential target audience the product or service being sold. So, while the top part of what we call the conversion funnel is indeed the awareness stage, all the optimization processes down to the very bottom of that funnel are part of digital marketing. This includes your SEO strategies, digital advertising strategies, social media communications, and many other aspects such as email marketing. As MooF, we are particularly focused on the digital advertising side of the business, where we are experts. We aim to find the target audience for brands in this area and reach them with the right creatives to enhance their success. We all spend a lot of time on social media. We often use many various different social media applications and platforms, and while using these tools, we leave certain data and signals there. So what does this mean? The time a user spends browsing there, the pages they look at, the pages they like, my interactions with my friends, and the pages my friends like all contribute significantly to leaving data on all social media platforms. And thanks to these traces of our lives, advertisers can target us, or as advertisers, we can target you. And in scenarios where we find the right people, we accomplish one of the important aspects of performance marketing. When we talk about performance marketing, one of our main strategies is to reach the right target audience and achieve specific and measurable results through sponsored content on social media channels such as Meta, Facebook, Instagram, or platforms like TikTok. Measurement is indeed the heart of digital. Without measurement, you can't see the success of your strategy in digital. So you can't know without measuring. That's why measurement is very important, and you should pay special attention to the tools you use here. Google's analytics tool, which is the most widely used in the world, especially its new version or the new product called GA4, Google Analytics 4, has become an important tool in this period. The old version, Universal Analytics, will be discontinued as of July. Starting from July 2023, Google Analytics 4 will be the only version in use. Apart from this, there are various other analytical tools available, such as Adobe Analytics and Yandex Metrica. These can be used. At the same time, there are various tools and applications that offer many metrics and detailed, comprehensive services to measure the user's footprints on our website. These should definitely be used as well. When you set up this structure correctly, measure accurately, and provide the right data, your performance in performance marketing will continue to improve. As your brand becomes more recognized in the market, you will clearly start to observe its contribution to your sales once people become familiar with it. For example, you are clearly entering a new market, which could be beneficial. This could be any country globally. Let it be a market never known before. Entering this market with your strategies, people will notice you. Whether on social media or search engines, the advertising strategies you implement and the brand awareness efforts you conduct on traditional media will lead people to start seeing, hearing, and getting accustomed to your brand. As your name becomes deeply ingrained in people's minds, they will start actively searching for your brand on search engines and social media and various other platforms whenever they want to shop or use your services. Over time, they will begin to like your brand and eventually become your loyal users and more. So as brand awareness increases, your customer lifecycle will actually start to extend. This means a customer will make multiple purchases or use multiple services from you, and loyalty will be established. This is a topic that varies greatly from industry to industry. Budget planning, doing market analysis is very important. So how active is your target audience in each market? And on which platforms does this target audience spend more time? On meta platforms, TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn, or search engines, how large is the keyword search volume for the target audience defined? You should analyze and allocate your budget appropriately. You should determine how much presence you will have on each platform based on this analysis. Budget planning is again one of the important metrics and key topics in digital marketing. While making this plan, you first need to carefully analyze exactly where and how your target audience spends their time. The digital world is a very dynamic field. We are talking about a world where there are constant innovations and updates, where every platform is developed to build upon itself, and where there are continuous developments in the intense global competition. A few years ago, we had never heard of a social media platform, but now we see it becoming one of the most used social platforms. Therefore, we see that both general current developments and what is happening in the global market, which social media platforms are entering our lives, and the statistics on social media, as well as new developments related to search engines, such as concepts like metaverse and NFT entering our lives, show that the digital world is divided into Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3 segments, and new technologies are entering our lives every day. That's why we constantly follow these technologies to stay updated on the new concepts in advertising and marketing strategies. New advertising model on Google, new technology on Meta. How is artificial intelligence progressing? We need to analyze all of these and include them in our strategies. Because staying in the past, sticking to past strategies, success may not always come. Therefore, it is necessary to stay up to date and track innovations in a dynamic field.